Welcome in. We're going to do quick ones today. Okay, so pile number 1 is a kind of wilting rhododendron flower. Purplish purple, and it's also green, and it's also orange, and kind of pink. Okay. I'm curious what that energy is going to be like. Okay, pile 2 is this joint ivy. Do I call this 1 or do I call this 2? And pile 3 is a little twig. Is this called a twig? I don't know. I'm going to call it a twig. Beech tree. Twig with leaves. A twig with leaves. Why is that funny? I don't know. Okay. This energy is a bit weird. It's like I'm not fully in play, but I'm also not play either. Definitely not play. But also, like there's an undertone of something here. It kind of slightly gives the vibe of like being in church and you're not supposed to be giggling, but that just makes it all the funnier. Something along the lines of like there might be something serious here that kind of makes you want to joke around, or just makes it funnier. Okay, and that doesn't have to apply. But I think what will apply for everyone who would resonate with this video is like a playfulness that is also in tandem with something else. Like there's more to this than meets the eye feeling. Okay, but for some of you I feel like it's not even that. It's like you're meeting the eye and there's just a lot to it. It's not that there's more to it than that. It's just that is a much. There is a much here in dear eye. Dear eyes? My dear eyes. I was actually imagining a deer, like an antlers kind of creature. I like that description. But then I heard it like dear, my dear one. Okay. So I kind of don't like this energy, but I'm surprised that I don't like it. It's like I keep wanting to be playful, but why does that not feel good? It could be a message of like your own lightheartedness really rubbing some people the wrong way. Curious. Oh yeah, also earlier today on my walk I was, oh yeah, there's a couple more messages. Earlier on my walk I was going like this into the air in front of me and imagining doing it into someone's eyes. Like what. It looks like a wave now. Hello. Maybe this like it's hand holding. This is like a hand, but it's not your own. It's more of like an ET's hand. Oh, imagine if this was a hand. It kind of is if you really think about it. It got broken-hearted. Oh, I didn't go into the camera part. Where's the camera part? There. Juicy. What was the other thing? Look, this never got to create the little nuts. Poor little guy. I had more things to say. Skip forward, I can already tell I'm gonna be in an energy of like skip forwards. Is that a message? Why ever would I suggest someone to skip over my words? My delicious words. That kind of sounded like worse. My delicious worse. That sounds like a poem crossed with a pie. Like if a pie could be a type of poem. Or a poem could be a type of pie. I don't know which one I prefer. I kind of like both of those. Is that relevant here? I don't know which one I prefer. I kind of like both of those. What was the message? I was... Oh. Was it just that I didn't intend this reading? I think it might be that. There might be something more obvious. It's like I thought that I hadn't finished a before message. But I had. Pile 3 is getting a lot of attention, look. See, this is literally the energy of like you're avoiding doing something This is procrastination. That is this energy to a T. Procrastination. What are you procrastinating on? That's an interesting word, procrastinating. It's literally this. Like, my brain keeps wanting to float away. What if some of you are listening to this in church? That would be quite funny. Come on, there's gotta be at least like 3 people. Not listening to this at church, just like in existence. There's got to be at least 3 people. But I don't know, right now I'm in a room on my own with no humans. And when I was saying people that time, I meant like humans, not just like any kind of creature. I can see many creatures right now, but not of the human kind. I see many windows with the possibilities of many humans, but no actual humans. I also see like a clothesline, so it's like I see the trails of what the humans put over their bodies. I see the like snake skin that they continue to put back over themselves. Why would they do that? Imagine if birds did that, like they just shedded all their all their feathers. I was gonna say their wings, that would be less pleasant. Cooler, but less pleasant. Imagine if birds shed all their feathers like before they go to sleep. And for those people, the weird people who wear like pajamas to go to sleep, then it's like these birds, like they get their other set of feathers for sleep time. That has to be a thing in the wild somewhere that's more normal, like a skin that is like, what are those called, like jackets where they're reversible jackets, but like reversible skin or reversible feathers. They just like flip them around. Oh, isn't there something about penguin feathers that maybe they grow? Maybe that's what they are just naturally. Okay, getting sidetracked. Let's say the thing I was going to say, which was that this reading, I can't get at it. Why? What are you doing to me, pile 0? Oh, it's quite painful, but not really. It's like, it's not painful because of it's literally like you see something that could be painful ahead, and so you're just like, I'll just stay in this pool of loveliness for a bit before I do that non-lovely thing. But what if that thing was lovely? What if you didn't need to let go of this sense of joy? And now, what is this on the floor? It's a seed, and it looks like it has remnants of like peanut butter on it. Okay, let's put that in my bin. I believe it's a sunflower seed for those of you who care. Have a pain. I need to show you my deck that is beside me. The only deck on the table for once. And it has my newly painted Yotsuba. That's me right now. And you. It's only me because it's you. Is that also relevant here, maybe? It's only me because it's you. I literally wanted to make this a fast reading. Like, I'm probably going somewhere in an hour. I wanted to do this within an hour. What are you doing? Do you have a time crunch also? Is that your face? But the thing about Yotsuba is, like, she's so playful too. It just, this card quite embodies this. What if we try and get another card instead then? Who's more serious? Immediately cuts to Hakase. Not good. Not good at all. Who is dependable? Noi is pretty dependable, but she's half painted. That's... Yeah, Tsuki can be quite grounding for us right now. Okay. You don't get to see her though. I'm putting her on the side. Unless you really call her in. Okay, I hear the call. I actually don't, but I'm doing it anyway. Is that a message for you? It's more like I don't care if I do or don't hear the call. I'm going to do it anyway. Ding, ding, ding. Hello. Hello. Oh, behind that is Katra. Wait, they can pretend this is a phone. They can be calling. What is this? This has been 10 minutes. Hello. Okay, yeah, I can't do this. Shut up. Okay. Okay, this reading, I'm just gonna get out the message. There you go. There you go, that was it. I wasn't intending to do this reading, I was intending to do another reading, which will probably be tomorrow's reading. Oh, I'm kind of getting a bit of like, oh, that's what you think, is it? Okay, there is a reading. It has blue crystals in it, which will be sometime. Probably. I've already written some notes for it, and I don't usually do that. And typically, I think when I do write notes, it's kind of like, I've got into the energy now. I've had my fun. I've kind of seen what it is, and then the rest is explaining it. So that's less, like, fun. That just feels like this energy, because also I don't have to always be saying that. That's my opinion on that subject. Because it's not like I'm just going to read what I have got into of that reading's energy. Like, there's more. So, is that also here? I feel like I'm probably saying things in your energy. No. No. That's not me. No, okay, I was seeing something, but I'm not gonna keep going in this energy. I'm just gonna get out the thing, which is that I was going to do another reading now, but then I also... Okay, first I was gonna do another reading, and I didn't know why. This reading. I was gonna do this reading. Oh my god, why is this so hard to speak? I was going to do another longer reading, but I had brought in these 3 items for myself and realized, oh, that could just work for a reading, and I felt super like it just fit the energy so well. And I only wanted to make that a short one. I didn't know why, I just felt like it. And then I got, oh, now I'm seeing a single human outside. Moving their skin shedded, drying in the wind around. But then I found out I could go somewhere in an hour, and I decided, yes, I will do this. So it fit 111 on the clock. I like that I saw 111 on the clock, because I felt like I could start to get quite untrusting of my own channeling abilities. But I know this is all your energy. Okay, I think that is the message for the collective. There you go, you're welcome. See you in your piles. And that you're welcome wasn't sarcastic, just clarifying. Just to clarify. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I hope these are less... I don't know what, but that was the collective, which typically has an undercurrent within all piles. Why aren't you focusing? There you go. Welcome in, Pile 1. Could there be a message of why aren't you focusing? It goes with the collective, in case that is relevant for any of you. Collective, aka pile number 0. Also known as, aka, that could be significant for you, because I feel like typically I would say that a lot, or that should be in my vocabulary a lot, but it's not. So there could be something that you feel like you should have, but you don't, or yeah, something along those lines. I think that should be a pretty clear message to swipe some words around if it didn't fully click. Okay, we have an unpainted... Okay, this is interesting. This is an unpainted, I forgot her name, Celti. But it's weird to me that it's unpainted, because this would be the like easiest to paint, because I think I'm just gonna paint it black and maybe a bit of yellow and maybe a bit of grey. Point is, it should be really easy, but it's not done. So it feels like there could be something that you're not with or not doing out of perhaps a lack of focus is what would be the obvious way to express this, but now I want to get at the true why. And 3 cards come out. I heard your ego has a lot to say, which just makes it sound like there's a lot that you're leaning on for safety right now. Back of the deck is Boston. Okay, so Celti is the main part. Then the Y is Yui, Tsuki, and Saitama. Yours had the darkest almost. I just got the words demure and sensitive of the 3. Yeah, yours being a flower too, it's like it wilts quicker than the rest, which gives more of a sensitivity, like mouse energy of really needing particular conditions to survive or to feel safe or to like be in alignment with your own natural self. It's like there's less of a wavering. I like that, yeah. It's like you have more specific conditions that allow you to be your authentic self. The Yui card is first making me think of ungroundedness because of how she's, like, I'm saying that this is her jumping. Sometimes I'd see that as her kneeling down. That could be significant. I'm thinking of knees too. There was that in, I think, yesterday's reading, just that word, knees. or particularly like my knees. Money could be significant. I think you have a particular drive or you're part of a particular group. Did I say this is Saitama? I feel like I did, but I didn't actually take it in. So there could be something that you recognized but didn't really take it in or didn't put a label or put a name to what it was. Maybe that was part of the difficulty. There could have also been like accidents. I'm thinking of 2 things. I'm thinking of how Saitama, I feel like he was in like a lower, this is a character who was in like a lower league, even though he's like the strongest one. So like maybe a sense of injustice, or I don't want to quite say injustice, just like lack of recognition perhaps. And then the leaf, I mean, yeah, it's like you're being called a leaf, but you're a flower. And then the flower, I forgot, but it made me think of a similar message of, yeah, like it got taken off its bush, even though like it wasn't its time. It didn't fall off. It like got knocked off by me in a couple videos ago. There might be something about how I had it in water for a little bit, so then it was like half nourished, but then I was painting these and I used that water that it was sat in, and that was like a very temporary thing. It was also like lucked out, like it, I don't always have like a pot of water in front of me, but from a random reading when I was watering my plants and I didn't finish watering like lots, I had water out. And I've mentioned like 3 other readings now, and I even mentioned pile 0 for you, so there could be a lot of like outside influence, and that is what has caused a bit of like a lack of focus or being misplaced in some way. Did I finish saying like this? Yeah, so he was in the water for a little bit, but that was like by happenstance that there was water there. But then I took it out for painting because I was putting paint in the water, which wouldn't be very good for it. Okay. I'm hearing like a fish out of water, but I actually heard something more like a seed out of water. Like a seed out of water. I'm hearing that like a seed without water. Seeds need water. I only just noticed Roger's lower half showing. Yeah. What's that about? Like a facelessness, It's giving a bit of an energy of like feeling emotionless because you don't have the right ingredients, feeling like you're kind of walking around aimlessly, or you don't have a spark, you're not feeling involved. Maybe that is with particular groups or people, or maybe with yourself, or like a life force. Like you don't feel like yourself, I think, fully. You feel a bit wilted. Okay, I'm gonna get some animal cards for you. I'm wanting to say it's okay. I'm really noticing her shoes. So shoes, and I actually heard trainers could be significant. There's something about how Roger isn't wearing any shoes, even though there's loads of like seemingly accessible clothes around him. Porcupine. Oh, that fits this energy. It's such like a gentle-heartedness. Porcupines are so sweet. It's not quite the energy or the word sweet. It's very, very, very close. Is that significant here? Like very, very, very close. This guy has come in from the other deck, but I'll use him. My heart hurts in this energy. I wonder if you're processing a lot. Back of the deck is Slug. Oh, and there's another one from my other deck, Void. I guess we'll keep him out too then. There's something about like finding that which you're needing as you go. It's like you don't have a solid groundwork, but things just are seeming to flow. It might be very painful, but it's like you keep like being delivered what you need in each moment. You might be experiencing lots more synchronicities that you're aware of than often or than usual. Often, that word could be significant for you. Yeah, this void energy and moving stag, I think you're letting go of something and you're feeling very guided with that, or you're feeling, actually, it doesn't have to be letting go of anything, but that could be something strong for those of you that that's relevant for. I think regardless of if you're releasing something particular or not, you're in in that energy of like what it feels like after letting go of something big. There's a sense of like maybe a bit of a lull, feeling a pain in your heart, and also maybe just a little dead, or a little like struggling. I heard on my last legs, so it might feel difficult, but actually the energy I was getting from you was like a feeling of like you continue to be guided, you continue to like hold the hand of spirit, or have spirit, or certain others. It doesn't have to be spirit, but there's a feeling of like a companion with you, like very, very strongly with you too. They who you can really lean on. They who you are definitely aware of, even if it's not something that you can, or you have allowed yourself to fully trust. You feel it. You definitely feel it. They love you so much. And I want to say again, they're like really with you. I don't always see that of this card. It's a feeling of like you're walking through void, or you're walking through like a desolate land, but you're with that companion. It's a feeling of like ordinarily you would feel alone, but you don't. And that doesn't mean that you're outside of the circumstances, but it does provide a sense of comfort and love that you can really trust and lean into. Yeah, there's so much love here. Maybe that's what that lack of focus was too. I don't know completely, but there's a feeling, maybe that's also relevant. I don't know completely, because I didn't really feel like it was from me. It felt like your energy speaking in that part particularly. What was I gonna say? Like, my heart is so activated right now that I am having to have my hand over my chest all this time, and maybe you can hear that I'm patting my heart. You might feel that from this particular loved one of yours. I want to say it again, they're right there. And you know who it is. You can feel them. You don't need to know everything about them or understand why or how, but you feel them, and you do know them. And they know and love you too. Thinking about it now, that might be what this first card was talking more to. It's a feeling of an ephemeral spirit, or an ephemeral something. I don't know, that word came to mind. It's a cool word, so I wanted to say it. that voice changed at some part there, so that could be significant, their voice changed, or you hear them differently now. Maybe there's a sense of a communication or a type of relating that is very different now than it used to be. But there's a strong sense of you leaning into this. Maybe you feel like you're losing sight in some sense. And this isn't reflecting to you that you need to be anywhere but where you are. It's okay for you to just experience and allow yourself to be led, to find the way, but not need to be finding the way, but just to know that in each moment, every day, every step of the way, you'll know where to step, or you'll find that stepping stones appear below your feet. It's okay to feel the way you do, and it's okay to feel lack if you're feeling lack, or to feel however you're feeling right now. Okay, pile number 1, I'm gonna end your reading there. I love you very much, and so do they. See you in another if I do, or see you in the essence of love if not. I'm hearing lyrics, I won't let you down. Take that as you would like. And you can lean into that feeling, it's okay. Or you can lean into the feeling of okayness. And have that encompassing a feeling of not being okay too, if that's what you're experiencing. Okay, welcome in pile 2. The one that looks like 2 leaves conjoining, 2 leaves holding hands. Possibly also 1 leaf separating into 2, so it could be more like it's separating into, well, 2. Why does that part want to be highlighted? Well, 2. Okay, let's see what's up in pile 2. Whoa! They jumbled out. Back of the deck is Yui. I wanted to say something after that. Is that how you're feeling? You wanted to say something after that? After the fact, or matter of fact? Okay. Interesting. We have one complete, one without the eyes filled in, one completely blank, and then one that I kind of feel like is worse than, it's like a minus. It's like what is coloured is like I'd rather it not be there. So it goes from like full to a bit less to nothing to this is actually hurting. So I'm thinking for a lot of you this is going to be two parting ways, but the fact that I began the reading by saying and seeing them as like they were holding hands, they were together, I thought this was going to be more of a uniting kind of energy, or reading on, you know, like hand holding feeling. But I think this is definitely speaking to having once been very together with something and a separation. Not fully being separated, but definitely having an awareness of that's where things are going. Some of you, I think you're all in different like placements, different ways along that journey. So Yotsuba, Katsura, Ulga, and Saiki. Interesting. I'm getting like I want to already start speaking before I know what I'm going to say. I think there's a rhythm you have, or you already know what you want to say, or you feel quite... I heard new and improved. Interesting. I'm zipping up my hoodie too. That could be significant because it's not from coldness. It's kind of more for maybe a significant maybe it is for like warmth, but it's like not because I'm cold. It's just it is nice and warm now that it is zipped up. It's like it is warmer, but I wasn't expecting that. It's like I hadn't realized that I was cold until I zipped up my hoodie. So there could have been a realization of like once you tasted something warmer, then you realized how much less satisfying or less warm this previous thing was, or this thing that you're currently dealing with. Gum, gum, gum. You might be remembering things that you once like skirted over. I'm getting like I went gam 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 and then I thought of gamma, and I said that in a reading I think yesterday, and I thought of that earlier today and realized, oh, gamma, I think that's a Hololive character who's no longer there. So there's a feeling of like what I got from that was seeing the red flags that were there, but because Gamma also has like orange or red hair, I think. Like you're realizing now things that you had missed earlier. It's like it was always this way, or there were signs kind of thing, but it took many to really realize, or it took other circumstances to really secure in your mind those specific like points or things that you had kind of not realized at the time, or maybe that weren't important at the time, because in that yesterday's video maybe it wasn't relevant that I thought of that particular character, but here is where it's supposed to be remembered. So there's a sense of like divine timing feeling that you're also tapped into. I want to get runes for you. I only just caught this second one. The first one is Laguz, and second one is Northiz. Yeah, there's that feeling of like I was gonna say realizing that you're lacking like a sense of like love. Laguz is water and healing, nurturing, feminine energy. Ooh, but my throat like crackled when I said feminine, and I didn't actually really want to say feminine. It's like I couldn't really fit something, so I couldn't understand something, so I just said that, just used that word. So it could have been a sense of like not really that red flag thing, or the thing that you didn't see, that kind of, it's almost like it was intentionally clouded or intentionally unseen, or like you just didn't get it, or it wasn't relevant then, or it was relevant but you're realizing that now. I think you're realizing certain needs that you have, or certain I heard like ways of coping that you have or had. Like perhaps that you were in a situation, or maybe this is still going on, but I'm going to say it as the past. Perhaps you were in a situation where you weren't getting your needs met, but because you'd never had those needs met before, you didn't realize that they were needs of yours, or just that there were those, or there were circumstances that can meet those needs. It feels like going a bit from like a lot of love to a lack of love to then, I'm thinking even something to do with long distance could be particularly important for some of you. Like I'm seeing Katsura on the phone here, and it's like that's when the eyes became lifeless, like if there was a sense of distance. Also Yotsuba, this is a sticker pose which is online, which is a type of like messaging app. So a couple of like, and Ulga goes in a spaceship which is like far away from home. So there could be something about long distance here that's relevant, and maybe like the way in which that was dealt with, or just what that showed, or maybe that was something that you were thinking that you were okay with, but you aren't or weren't. I think that's it for your reading. There's more to it, but I feel like the main part is clarifying what is going on. Just clarifying to you your own situation. Because I actually think that a lot of you aren't like too far down the line, or those of you that are, it brings relief to hear it from someone else's. Why am I mouth? Now what am I doing? That is like a feeling of like trying to justify a shortness. Maybe that's what you've experienced, like trying to like justify a lack of connection. Like for example, the long distance example, maybe you felt like the connection, if this is a connection, or oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying it like it is, you can swap it around if it's not. For example, if this was a long distance connection that you felt like it wasn't working, or there was difficulty, maybe you thought that that was because it was long distance, and then you either put up with that and it just got harder and harder, or there was a sense that even then when it became not long distance, the same issues were there. There's a feeling of like you had maybe clung to this for a long time, or you kept wanting this to work, or there was a lot of hope, or there was a feeling of like this didn't happen overnight. This was something that steadily got more and more difficult. Okay. Yeah, and with me saying, having like tried to convince that it was okay, or that, yeah, that like the shortness of the reading, like trying to convince you that like was an okay thing, or had value. That's what it is. There could be that energy that is involved here, like trying to convince oneself or convince the other of something working, or of something being worth it, that perhaps there's a more obvious reason to, or there's like a questioning going on of like, where's that really coming from? Okay, that was kind of hard. My brain wasn't really there at the end. And that kind of feels here. Like, maybe not brain, but maybe more like the heart. It just wasn't really in it by the end. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye to number 2. See you in another experience of this life, of this existence. Okay, welcome in, pile 3. There's something about like being back to the start, because this Yotsuba was the back of the deck to begin with, but then it got shuffled round and then it's back to being there. It's back to being there. Back to the number 2 could be significant. Okay, there's something about how I'm wanting to use the jumble deck, this deck, before the primary one, I'm going to call it for you. Taking a bit of a side road, perhaps? Oh, okay. We have Golden Atlantean Owl. Yeah. And now I'm sat on the side of my seat. Are you like sitting at the edge of your seat? There's something about the edge for you. Let's put that like that, because then it's like the owl is sat on the branch. Okay, that's it for that deck. Back of the deck is Detachment. Oh, I do like doing a reading like this from this angle. It really does feel like I'm perched over you. What is this side thing message? Woo! Card. I like cards flying. Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack. I don't know if I want to take those. Back of the deck is Clara. Yaha! There could be something about like memories popping up in this reading. We have Katsura. We'll put him first. Then we have Saiki, Olga, and Yotsuba. So this is interesting because these 4 cards came up in the past pile, the previous pile. So this is something that has been repeated for sure. Or is coming full circle. It's kind of like, see, yeah, and me sitting on the side, there's a feeling of like, in order for you to gain clarity in something in your life in particular, you're being asked, this could be not something in particular, but gain more clarity as a whole. But I feel like for most of you, it will be something particular. You're being called to take a new approach, to detach more from like being right in this and kind of take a breather, change your position. And yet changing position feels really relevant here. It's like getting the view that you're really wanting to get because of an altered approach. Possibly to do with a sense of freedom. I'm also thinking of something you, Captain Jack Sparrow, now I'm imagining him swinging from one ship to the other and kind of tricking someone. Getting where you need to go, but like on the other ship. Or from the other ship. I'm thinking of shipping, that's a term, right? Right? Yeah, even right is making me think of like left and right. Direction is key here for sure. Lulu. What other animal? Oh, okay. I was trying to say what other deck shall I use? And I answered my own question there. Is that significant here? Ooh, there were more cards in the side deck that I didn't use. And another one stuck. Is that what you're experiencing? Like a stuckness surrounding things that you didn't use? Or maybe only like partially used? Okay, very interesting. The exact same 3 cards that... And the back of the deck is the same also. Okay, as in a previous pile. I think pile 1. What is it about repeats for you? But the significant part is that it's the same thing, but different positions. It changes everything. I kind of feel like that's all I need to say with you. Same thing, but different position. And you already see this coming with that owl prophet. But also more so, I'm thinking... Yeah, it really is the approach. I'm kind of getting an image of an owl, like, gripping a branch and then, like, free-falling, which just reminds me of the Emperor is coming to mind, but I'm trying to say... What's that called? The Hanged Man. But the Hanged Owl. Maybe there was a sense of, like, thinking something was it, and it's like it was it, but not yet. Or, I basically looked at the time, and I thought I read 444, but instead it was 4644. Or 46, it's not even 46, 44 yet. Okay, interesting. Again, it's like, it must have been 04 then, something like that. But with that, it's like literally I said the future, and this includes prophet. Even Jack Sparrow, it's like he sees what he's about to do, or I don't know, it's just like a feeling of looking forwards, looking at the horizon. You know what you see. And it's all about the approach. And possibly like a steadiness of approach. It's like I can read all these cards so differently because it's more than just like a 2D shape. It's multi-dimensional. Suddenly now I'm confused. It's like I felt like I had said enough and that was all I needed to say, but I didn't end it there. That could be what you experienced. It's like it was perfect until it wasn't. And so there's a sense of like adventure that comes now with rediscovering what is now, rediscovering how this solidifies from this new time or place or space or viewpoint. There's something about how the porcupine is like below the black jaguar and polar bear. Defending. It's like the spikes of the porcupine are going up to the golden Atlantean owl. It's like you're trying to defend what you see, or you're not allowing yourself to fully feel into that which you see. I'm wanting to ask, like, what is the fear? But that's coming from my mind. I'm not really in this energy. That might be what you're feeling. Like, you kind of see that there is a direction, but you're not really feeling it. Okay, I feel like that's enough said. It feels like I didn't end it. Is that just the message for you still? But I'm going to. But it's not... I'm wanting to say, like, it's a... what is this? I wanted to say a fake ending, but it's not a fake ending, it's a true ending. But what is an ending? What is death? What is change? What is transformation? And how much... I'm kind of wanting to say, how much creative control do you want to have? What are you wanting to see? What of that which you are seeing? I heard, are you willing to fight for? Which is interesting because I'm not really getting that energy here. I don't feel that, but I think you see that. Maybe this is just like an energy that you're just not in yet, but you sense it coming. Yeah, I feel like you might get distracted. Full stop. Interesting. Full stop. Question mark. I just want to say again, it's the other way. It's the other way. Same thing, other way. But I feel like some of you, that's not even like a revelation. That's just like, yep, got it. Had it before you, had it before I clicked the reading. Had it before you? That could be significant. Well, I can hear that in multiple different ways. Had it before you. Or had it before you, ... There's a feeling here of like, okay, yes, you can take so many angles to this, so which angle do you want to take? There might be a worry you have when like the revelation really hits of, oh, I can really choose, like it's really my choice. I'm getting so distracted in your energy. I feel like you guys would have the most from pile 0 here. I wanted to say then, I will get back to you. Is that a part of this? I'm literally doing my own thing right now. How many people will get annoyed at that, I wonder? Ah, there we go. Okay. I think that's relevant. How many people will get annoyed at this, I wonder? And it's like there's no... like there's nothing after that that needs to be said. It's just bringing clarity to that. It's like I was just saying I wonder that. I wasn't really involved in it. It's just an observation being made. There's so much about observation here, but I feel like that could be like your inclination to fall back into more. I felt like I was doing like a fuck off fingering then. I'm wanting to say, and that's not something I usually do or ever do. So that could be what you're feeling here. Like, I don't usually like to ruffle feathers. I don't usually do this, but I want to here. Or I heard somehow it causes confusion, but I was trying to say the opposite of that. So that could also be relevant. It's like you weren't trying to say that, but that's what ended up being said. Or you're not intending for conflict, but you can see conflict might arise through that which you're feeling called to navigating through, probably in the future. But maybe you feel like bringing that more into present. But I feel like for most of you, this is more of like an oracle that is you seeing into what will be. Yeah, I feel like you feel called into a more abstract approach, which allows more of you to be present, allows more of you to exist. It's like if you're not enabling yourself to be the fullest you, then that's not for you. I think that's this feeling. And I think that there is something that feels so for you, that feels very expansive. And it's a feeling of like, this is to come. Or that you could step into this now. This energy is calling you in some way. And it feels very uplifting, and you just also recognize that it could take a while for others to come around to, or it could cause chaos or cause judgment. Stars to fall. It could cause stars to fall. What's that? Waiting on the sky to fall. I think that's a song. Or Waiting on the Sky to Change. I think that's what it's called. Okay, I think that's it for your reading. I'm gonna end it now, even though it doesn't feel right, which I quite like for this energy somehow. Okay, love you. See ya.